Well, good evening, everyone. We will be on the campus of East Newton High School tonight for tonight's varsity volleyball matchup between the East Newton Lady Patriots and the College Heights Lady Cougars. These two teams are participating together in Go Gold Night, which is a night that is cooperative with Camp Quality USA and Kristen Patterson, the head of the organization, to promote awareness for childhood cancer. We'll be talking more about them as the night goes on. We're glad that East Newton was kind enough to have this night for Patterson and Camp Quality, and most of all, children with cancer. We appreciate her passion to spread awareness for children with cancer, and we are continuing to pray that someone someday will find a cure for it, because it's a bad thing. Nothing that you would want to wish on a child. And to start off the match, we will have East Newton serving. Garmin will pick it up. And set from Let will go to Moss. She'll hit it out. East Newton will get the first point of the match, and that'll send Cassidy Hance to the service line for the Lady Patriots. Hance will send this one over. That's picked up by Satterley. Let will bump set. Fink will hit it from the outside. And Torrin Fink will get the kill off of Aubrey Payne. Fink gets the kill and ties it up 1-1, and that'll send Ava Lett to the service line. Lett will send it over, and another ace. Another point and an ace for Ava Lett off of Payne, and that'll be a point for College Heights. Now here we are, Lett back at the service line. She'll send this one over. That's picked up by Payne. Set by Hance. Back to Payne from the back row. And a kill for Cadence Payne. And now that will put at the service line for East Newton, I believe that will be Lily Korn. Fink. Moss will free ball it over. That's picked up by Cole. Set from Lett will go to Torrin Fink. She'll tip it over, and that is outside the antenna. That'll drop out of bounds, and East Newton will take a 3-2 lead as Korn goes back to the service line. She'll send this one over. Satterley. Lett sets outside. Fink will swing, and that will go out. Ball goes onto the stage. And that is Danielle Davidson who will go to retrieve the ball for East Newton. Leading by 2, Korn will serve. And a free point for East Newton as College Heights is in an illegal rotation. Korn going back to serve. She'll send this one over. And Maddie Garmin will shank the pass, and that will be an ace for Korn. She'll send it over. Satterley, and back-to-back aces for Lily Korn as she's leaving her mark on this match early on. And Korn, Satterley, and an overpass, and 3 aces in a row for Lily Korn. That'll draw a timeout from College Heights. Now, I don't know if some of the viewers enjoy food as much as I do, but generally, if you're thinking of food, when I say the name corn, you might be thinking of something that people would eat or feast upon. But tonight, it has been the other way around, as corn has been feasting on the back row of College Heights, getting ace after ace and dominating the match. Yeah, I get it. That joke was pretty corny, I know. Speaking of corny and corn feasting on College Heights' back row, Lily Corn will go back to serve for East Newton. She'll send this one over. Satterley sets middle to Moss. Katie Moss sends it over. It's dug by Corn. And Payne sets to Corn. And there's Lily Corn once again, feasting on College Heights. Corn goes back to serve. Sets middle. Moss hits it over. Great dig by Payne. Set from the hands. Okay. Pryor will free ball that into the net. After the bump set from Hance goes to Corn. East Newton leading 10-2. Lily Corn going back to serve. And an ace. East Newton jumping out to a 9-point lead early, leading 11-2, and Lily Corn continues to dominate this match. Corn sends it over, and it drops again, and I believe that is either the 5th or 6th ace for Lily Corn. She'll go back to serve once again. Corn sends it over. Satterley, will bump set. Moss from the back row sends that one into the net, and East Newton is leading by a whopping score of 13-2. Corn sends it over again. Satterley, overpass, dug by Corn. Set from Hance, goes to Payne. Aubrey Payne sends it over. Garmin, bump sets, Fink, dug by Davidson. Set from Payne goes to Cole. Will set Fink. Fink will send that one deep and out, and the lead swells to 12. East Newton leading 14-2 here in the opening set. Corn goes back to serve. She'll send it over. Satterley will shank the pass, and a rotation change will take place for College Heights as Carolyn Satterley and Torrin Fink will go to the bench, and Lauren Nichols and Krista Miller will step in. Lily Corn will serve. Miller with the pass. Tip from Corn, and Payne will send that over. And Payne tips it back over, and East Newton's lead has exploded to 14 as they are firing on all cylinders here in the opening set. Serve from Corn, picked up by Miller, and another ace for Lily Corn. 15 is the lead. Score is 17-2 in favor of East Newton. And the hit from Katie Moss. East Newton was in the net, and College Heights will finally score for the first time in a while. Miller will go back to serve for College Heights. She'll send this one under the net, and that'll be a point for East Newton as the lead is back up to 15. And the serve from Jane Bontrager lands in bounds. That'll be a point for East Newton, and Bontrager will get the ace. Bontrager sends it over again. Nichols, free ball Moss. That's picked up by Bontrager. And the overpass from Bontrager falls out, as that will result in a point for College Heights. Katie Moss will go back to serve for the Lady Cougars as Sophie Wilkins checks into the match for Maddie Garman. Moss sends that one over, a line drive, picked up by Cole, and that'll be an ace for Katie Moss as College Heights cuts the lead down to 14. And now Katie Moss will serve. That's picked up by Korn. And the dump by Hance. She'll dig the overpass. And Cole will send that over. Set from Let will go to Lauren Nichols. Cole. And a tight pass into the net from Korn. A drop. And the score is now 19-6 in favor of East Newton. College Heights has cut the lead down to 13. It was 16 just minutes ago. Moss, Payne, Cole, and Katie Moss's serve unable to be returned, and College Heights is going on a 4-0 run here. Moss will serve and tipped over, and that'll be out. Cole tips it over, and all of a sudden what was once a 16-point lead has been cut down to 11. Katie Moss going back to the service line. She'll send this one over, a line drive picked up by Korn. Hance to Korn. Moss, Let, sets outside, and the hit from Nichols will go out. East Newton will side out and get the serve back, and their lead is now back to 12. .23 sends it over. Oh my gosh. Pryor, Korn, Cole will set. Payne will free ball it over. Moss, Let, sets. Nichols. She'll send this one over. That's picked up by Cole. Hance, and the free ball by Korn goes into the net. Pryor will step back and send that one into the net. Lead is back up to 12 for East Newton. London Edson will enter the match as Izzy Pryor retires to the bench for a quick breather. And now Aubrey Payne will step back to serve for East Newton. She'll send this one over. Moss, Let, sets Nichols. Dug by Korn. Set from Cole, goes to Korn. She'll tip it over. Edson, a great dig. Let, Nichols will free ball. Picked up by Bontrager. Cole, Korn. Free ball Nichols. Picked up by Bontrager. Hance, Cole will push it over. Edson with the pass, and that one will drop out of bounds. Score is now 22-9 in favor of East Newton. And now Payne, her serve, sails out of bounds. Score is now 22-10 in favor of East Newton with Lauren Nichols serving. And Bontrager can't handle that, and that'll be an ace for Lauren Nichols. Nichols going back to serve. She'll send this one over. That's Korn on the dig. Cole, Moss, a tight one into the net. College Heights gets it over. Cole sets. And College Heights can't keep it in the air as Cassidy Hance will get the kill. Torrin Fink and Carolyn Satterley will enter the match as Krista Miller and Lauren Nichols go back to the bench. Scores 23-11. Now I believe Danielle Davidson is back to serve for East Newton. Serve from Davidson. Satterley, Let, bump sets. Moss sends that one over. That's dug by Davidson. Bump set from Cole. Free ball Payne. Moss, Let, Fink sends it over. Payne. And Cole, and a tip from Korn will drop into College Heights court. And that'll push the lead to 13 for East Newton. Now Davidson will go back to serve. And Davidson will serve, and that'll be an ace to end the first set for junior varsity. East Newton taking a commanding 25-11 victory and a 1-0 lead to open the match. We'll be back in about 2 to 3 minutes with second set. And here we are, coming out of the intermission, starting the second set. Ava Lett will serve for College Heights. She'll send this one over. That's picked up by Cole. Free ball Pants, picked up by Nichols. Lett sets outside. Fink sends that over, and she will tool the block and get the kill as Bontrager and Clement couldn't handle that one. After the block, couldn't handle the hit after the block from Fink. And now Ava Lett will go back to the service line. Illegal rotation on East Newton will benefit College Heights as they will get a free point and take an early 2-0 lead in the second set. Lett will serve, and that is off of Clement. Free ball from Higginbotham will be a point for East Newton as College Heights couldn't get under it in time. That'll send Cassidy Hance to the service line for East Newton. Serve from Hance just makes it over the net, and an overpass from Garmin now will result in a kill. College Heights pushes the lead back up to 2. They lead 3-1 on the set. Torn Fink going back to serve for College Heights. Serve from Fink, picked up by Cole. Hance. Cole and Bontrager looks like sent it over collectively. Lett will free ball. That's picked up by Davidson. Hance. And the push from Clement. Cameron Clement will get the kill. Rotation change as Krista Miller enters the match for Torn Fink. Cameron Clement will serve. Picked up by Miller. Overpass. Right to Higginbotham. And now the push will be collected by Lett. Garmin sets right back to Lett. Higginbotham. Hance sets Cole. She'll push it over. Garmin. Lett. Sets outside. Pryor will send that one over. That's picked up by Davidson. Hance sets Higginbotham. Dug by Miller. Lett will bump set. Nichols will send that one over and in. And a brilliantly placed kill from Lauren Nichols. Katie Moss will serve. And Higginbotham will free ball. And we know that one was out. That will be a point for College Heights. They lead by 3 with Katie Moss going back to the service line. She'll send this one over. Pass by Higginbotham, set from Hance, and Clement goes into the net with it. And that will be a timeout from East Newton as they will look to make some adjustments after the early hot start from College Heights. Coming out of the timeout, Katie Moss will serve. College Heights leading by a score of 6-2 in the second set. Moss will get the ace off of Clement and Davidson. And Katie Moss will go back to serve. College Heights leading by 5. Shanked by Higginbotham, recovered by Clements, sent over by Hance, dug by Miller. Lett will set. Wilkins from the middle, picked up by Davidson. Hance sets Clement from the back row. Lett sets Pryor, and Izzy Pryor hits that one out. Lead is down to 4 for College Heights. Score is 3-7 in favor of the Lady Cougars. East Newton will send Jane Bontrager to the service line, looking to cut into that lead. Nichols, Lett sets outside. Lauren Nichols will send it over. Bontrager, Hance, and the hit from Cole, stuffed at the net by Wilkins and Nichols. That'll send Izzy Pryor to the service line for College Heights. She'll send this one over. A high arcing serve picked up by Higginbotham. A tight pass into the net. Blocked by Wilkins again. And College Heights extends their lead to 6. Pryor going back to the service line. She'll send this one over. That's picked up by Higginbotham. Sent over by Clement. Miller with the pass. Lett sets middle to Wilkins. And East Newton gets it over. Miller right there. Lett. Pryor will send it over. Clement. And the tip from Hance is dug by Miller. Lett sets outside. Nichols will free ball. That one is picked up by Clement. Hance sets Higginbotham. She'll go into the net with it. And now College Heights leads 12-7. Pryor sends that one over. Picked up by Higginbotham. Hance sets Cole. Her hit dug by Moss. Lett. Pryor sends that one over. Clement. Hance. Cole sends it over and in, and a kill for Kylie Cole to cut the Cougar lead down to 6. Scores 10-4. College Heights. And now Kylie Cole will go to the service line for East Newton. She'll send that one over. Miller, sets Wilkins. She'll tip it over. East Newton can't keep it in the air, and that will be a kill for Sophie Wilkins. Rotation change for College Heights as Torrin Fink and Carolyn Satterley enter the match for Lauren Nichols and Krista Miller. Satterley, upon checking into the match, will serve. She'll send this one over. High arcing serve. Davidson, Cole, sets Hance, and a beautifully placed tip from Cassidy Hance right in between the two lines of defense where none of them could get to it in time, and that will be a kill. And send Lakin Higginbotham to the service line. Serve from Higginbotham, picked up by Fink. Will set right back to Fink. She'll send that one over. Higginbotham, Cole, sets. Clement sends it over. Satterley with great hustle. Bump set from Moss, goes to Fink. She'll send that over. Bontrager, Cole, hit from Clement, dug by Satterley. Set from will go to Fink. She'll go into the net with it, and the lead is down to 5 for East Newton. College Heights. And now Higginbotham serving again. Picked up by Moss. And she'll shank the pass, and that'll be an ace for Lydia Higginbotham. Lakin Higginbotham, pardon me. Higginbotham will send it over. Satterley, Moss will send that one over, just grazing the net. College Heights can't get it over after the tip from Cole, I believe. Results in a kill and cuts the Lady Cougar lead down to 3. Higginbotham once again going back to the service line. Serve from Higginbotham, dug by Fink. Set from goes to Fink. She'll send that one over. Higginbotham, Cole, sets Hance. Hance goes into the net. College Heights gets a point. Lead swells to 4. And rotation change will take place as Maddie Garman will step into the match. Sophie Wilkins goes to the bench, and Garman steps back to serve. Garman will serve. Clement, Cole, tipped over by Hance. Clement will send that one over, and East Newton gets a point. Score is 12-9 in favor of College Heights, and that will put Danielle Davidson at the service line. Davidson will send it over. Satterley, will set. Fink sends that one back. Davidson and Cole, and now that'll be sent over by Hance. Satterley, sets back row. Fink will free ball. Cole, Clement. Higginbotham sends that one over and out, and that'll be a point for College Heights. Ava Lett will go back to serve for the Lady Cougars. Serve from Lett, falls into the net. Lead is back down to 3. Cassidy Hance goes back to serve for East Newton. She'll send that over. A rainbow serve dug by Satterley. Sets outside. Fink sends that one deep. Hance. Higginbotham. Clement sends it over. Garman. Moss with the free ball. Hance. Cole. Free ball. Sends it over. Pryor tips it right back to East Newton. Hance sets Cole. Tipped at the net. College Heights somehow rallying, trying to get under it. They cannot. East Newton will cut the lead down to 2. And now that'll put Hans back at the service line. She'll send that over. It just makes it over the net. High arcing. It sails over. And now East Newton will send Hans to the service line, looking to tie the set at 13 points apiece. Serve from Hans. Moss, Lett, sets outside. Fink makes it over. Davidson, Cole, Clement sends it over. Garmin, Lett sets Fink. She'll send that one over. The dig by Higginbotham and the setter dump from Hans. College Heights recovers as Fink free balls it over. Hans sets a tight one to Cole. And College Heights will get the point as Cole went into the net on that hit. Scores 14-12 in the Lady Cougars' favor. Torn Fink will send that one over. And Cole, Hans, the hit from Bontrager. Doug, Lett sends that one over. That'll be tipped by Hans. Fink, Lett sets Satterley. And Carolyn Satterley in the front row will tool the block and get the kill. Torn Fink going back to serve. She'll send this one over. Higginbotham. And the dump from Hans. College Heights is unable to recover from it, and that will be a point for East Newton. Cutting the lead down to 2, and that'll put Clement back at the service line. Clement sends that over, and Garmin with a good read to let it fall out of bounds. Rotation change. Maddie Garmin will step out, Wilkins will step in, and Katie Moss will step back to serve. Serve from Moss makes it over. And East Newton can't send it back over. And College Heights lead swells to 4, scores 17-13. Moss sends it over, splits 2 defenders and gets the ace. She'll push the lead to 5 and go back to the service line looking to continue extending the lead. Moss will send that over. That is picked up. And the tip from Hans goes into the net. Score is 19-13 in favor of College Heights. Moss steps back. She'll send that over. Higginbotham right to Wilkins. She'll tip it over. Clement. Hans. Tipped over by Cole. College Heights rallies and gets under it. Clement. Hans. Cole free balls. Lett. Moss sets. Nichols sends that over. Angle hit dug by Higginbotham. Pushed by Cole. Falls out. And that'll be a point to push College Heights lead to 7 and draw a timeout from Coach Lett, Coach Haley Lett, and that will be a timeout from East Newton. Coming out of the timeout, Katie Moss will be serving for College Heights. They lead 20-13 in the second set. Moss's serve. That is shanked by Clement, and that'll be an ace for Katie Moss, and the lead will swell to 8 for the Lady Cougars. Score is 21-13. How far back can this thing go? Quite a ways. Score is 21-13 in favor of College Heights. Katie Moss will send this one over. Higginbotham. And the set from Hans goes to Cole, and the lead is up to 9 now. 22-13 is the score. Moss, step back. She'll send another line drive over. Davidson, Higginbotham. Free ball Hands, picked up by Miller. Let, sets. Katie Moss sends that one over. Good placement. Higginbotham with the dig. And College Heights in the net will give East Newton a point, and the lead is now down to 8. Bontrager going back to serve for East Newton. A high arcing serve. Passed by Moss. Let. Sets Lauren Nichols. She'll send that one over. Picked up by Clement. The tip from Hance. Dug by Miller. Pryor sends that over. Bontrager. Clement. Cole will free ball. Right to Miller. Let. Sets outside. Lauren Nichols. Bontrager. Clement. And the free ball from Higginbotham will go into the net. The lead is back up to 9. And now Izzy Pryor will go back to serve. College Heights leading 23-14. Higginbotham. Hance. Cole sends it over. Dug by Moss. Let. Setting middle to Wilkins. She goes into the net. Rotation change for the Lady Cougars as Izzy Pryor exits the match, and London Edson will enter. Going back to serve is Kylie Cole for East Newton. She'll send this one into the net. Lead is back up to 9, and College Heights is at set point, leading 24-15. Carolyn Satterley will serve. She'll send that over. High arcing and an ace for Carolyn Satterley. And College Heights is this time the one who will take the set in dominant fashion. They win the second set 25-15, and we're tied 1-1 in sets on the match. What? I have no idea. Coming out of the intermission to start the third set, Ava Lett will be serving for us. She'll send this one over, picked up by someone. Set from Luke to Cole. Fink will send that over. Torn Fink will get the kill to start the third set for College Heights. And now Ava Lett will go back to serve. Lett sends it over. That's picked up by Cole. Set from Luke Lucky. And Kennedy Lucky sets to Cole. And now Lucky will go back to serve. She'll send that one over. Garmin. Lett sets Fink. Once again, she'll send that over, and now East Newton will claim the lead, 2-1 here in the third set. Lucky will go back to serve. She'll send that one over. Satterley, Lett, sets Fink. Angle hit dug by Cole. Lucky. Hans sends it over. Fink. Lett, Pryor, dig by Lucky, set from Hans, and the free ball by Cheyenne Thornton will make it over. Izzy Pryor, her hit dug by Lucky, and the hit from East Newton will go into the net. Score is 2-2 now. Torn Fink going back to serve. She'll send this one over. And that'll be an ace for Torn Fink. Fink will go back to serve again. College Heights leading by 3. Davis, Lucky, tips it over and in. And the tip for Kennedy Lucky will result in a kill. Krista Miller and Lauren Nichols will enter the match for Carolyn Satterley and Torn Fink. The serve from Cole, overpass right back to Hans. She'll tip it into the net. Score is now 4-3 in favor of College Heights. Sophie Wilkins will step into the match for Maddie Garmin. And as Katie Moss is serving, that'll be an ace for Katie Moss. Katie Moss going back to serve once again. She'll send this one over. That's picked up by Cole. Free ball Thornton right to Moss. Lett sets outside Nichols. She'll send it over. And Cole mishandles the hit. Lead swells to 3 for College Heights. And now Katie Moss will go back to serve for the Lady Cougars. Moss sends that over. And the pass from Davis goes to Lucky, who will go to Bontrager, who free balls it over. Set from Lett goes to Pryor. That's picked up by Thornton. Hans, Lucky with the free ball. And Miller to Lett. She'll tip it over. And a tight pass from Davis falls under the net. And now Katie Moss will go back to serve. Moss will send that over on another line drive by Katie Moss. East Newton can't handle it, and that'll be an ace for Katie Moss. And now Moss will send that one over. And another ace for Katie Moss. College Heights leading 9-3 in the third set. Moss going back to serve once again. Moss will serve. That one is out, and the service run by Katie Moss finally comes to an end. And now Cassidy Hans will go back to serve for East Newton. She'll send that one over. High arcing, that's picked up by Moss. Lucky. Bontrager. And now Thornton will send that over. Let. Set from Moss goes to Nichols. Dig by Cole. Set from Lucky goes to Davidson. And Miller, although with great hustle, can't keep the ball in the air. And that'll be a kill for East Newton. Lead is now down to 4 for College Heights. That'll send Cassidy Hans to the service line for the Lady Patriots. She will send this over. Pass by Nichols, a tight one, over the net. Lucky to Bontrager. Miller, set from Lecco's middle to Wilkins. She'll send that over. Hans, Lucky. Hit from Thornton, dug by Moss. Let sets Nichols. Hans. Lucky with the bump set to Cole. Cole will send it over. Great dig from Katie Moss. Let sets Pryor. She'll send it over. Hans. Lucky. Back to Thornton. Another dig from Moss. Let. Bump sets. Pryor will send that one over and out. And after a back and forth rally, East Newton will walk away with a point. Score is now 9-6 in favor of the Lady Cougars. And the hit from Hans. Overpass by Katie Moss will drop on East Newton's side of the net. Great hustle play from Katie Moss, and she is immediately rewarded with the kill. Izzy Pryor will go back to serve. College Heights leading by a score of 10-6. Cole, Thornton. Free ball by Lucky to Miller. Let sets Pryor. She'll send that one over. Lucky, Cole. And the free ball from Thornton will not make it over. And that'll be a timeout called by East Newton as College Heights is leading 11-6 here in the third and final set of this JV match.
Are you sad?
Not really, why?
They think you're sad. I am sad.
I don't know why my mom says that to me all the time. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm not like overflowing with joy.
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm probably more tired than anything. That's crazy, man. Izzy Pryor will step back to serve. Send this one over the net. That'll be picked up by Thornton. Lucky sets back to Thornton. She'll send that over, and that's in. And a wonderful kill from Cheyenne Thornton. London Edson will enter the match. Izzy Pryor will go to the bench for a quick breather.
I didn't.
Way to go, man. Bontrager will send that over. Let. Wilkins with the set. Lucky. And Thornton with a hit dug by Miller. Thornton right there to pick up the overpass. Hans. Davidson. And College Heights unable to send it back over. That'll cut East Newton's lead down to 3. That'll put Bontrager back at the service line. Bontrager will serve. And the lead is now 12-8 for College Heights, sending Lauren Nichols back to the service line. Nichols sends that over. Hans, Bontrager. Thornton sends that over. Great dig from Moss. That'll be picked up by Lett as well. And Sophie Wilkins, dug by Lucky. Cole, Davidson, Nichols, Lett, Wilkins. Pardon me. Lucky, free ball picked up by Moss. Lett sets Edson. Edson picked up by Lucky. Lucky sets to Davidson, and she'll send that over and out. Lead is up to 5 for College Heights. Nichols will send this one over. Pass by Hance, goes to Cole. Lucky will free ball. Lett sets. Miller will send that over. Lucky, picked up by Edson. Set from Lett, goes outside to Miller. And that'll be a point for the Lady Patriots as they cut the lead down to 4. And now serving for East Newton will be Cheyenne Horton. Lett, Fink, picked up by Horton. Lucky sets to Cole, and that'll be a kill for Aubrey Cole. Lead is down to 3. Thornton going back to serve for East Newton. Serve from Thornton. Lett sets Moss. Moss will send it over. Lucky with the bump set. Cole will send that over. Moss, Lett, Fink rallies to get under it. And the tip from Lucky. Moss and Wilkins won't be able to send it over. The up judge will call a lift. And that'll be a point for East Newton to effectively cut College Heights' lead down to 2. Thornton back at the service line. Thornton sends that over. Fink, Moss, and College Heights can't get it over. Lead is now down to 1, and East Newton will send Cheyenne Thornton to the service line, looking to tie for the Lady Patriots. Scores 13-12 in favor of College Heights. And the serve from Thornton will result in a double hit from Fink after it bounces off the net, and that will be enough to tie the set at 13 apiece. Thornton will send it over again. She will serve. That one will be a line drive. Fink, and that'll be an ace off of Fink for Cheyenne Thornton. And that'll be a timeout called by Coach Collin and the College Heights Lady Cougars.
Maybe that girl. I don't know. I think all guys look like that.
I mean, I was going to say, if anything, I'm probably more tired more than anything. I almost fell asleep in history. Yeah, really. I was trying hard to stay awake. I had an assignment I was working on. I was just typing stuff in. Yeah, for real. That's weird, because generally it like only happens in history. I haven't had trouble falling asleep on my camera. I was like, one time I almost fell asleep on Mrs. Anderson was talking about something. I don't even know. I think it was like the French or something like that. Yeah.
I don't even have history this year.
I remember next year I'll have world history. But that's it. Going back to serve for East Newton will be Cheyenne Thornton. Thornton will serve, and that'll be an ace for Cheyenne Thornton. Score is now 15-13 in favor of East Newton. Thornton will go back to serve once again. Thornton sends it over. Moss, overpass, picked up by Hance. Set from Lucky, goes to Davidson. Satterley, Lett, sets to Torrin Fink. And Torrin Fink, as Cole is unable to dig that hit, Maddie Garman will step in for Sophie Wilkins and go back to serve. Garman sends that over, a line drive picked up by Thornton. Lucky, well, not Thornton, Hance. Thornton will send that over, and Cheyenne Thornton will get the kill. 16-14 is the score in favor of East Newton. And now, serve from Davidson, a line drive. Overpass picked up by Bontrager. East Newton will free ball. Edson, Lett, trying to get under it, does a great job of doing so. Bump sets Fink. Davidson with the dig. Set from Lucky. Cole, Fink with the dig. Set from Lett back to Fink. Bontrager. And Davidson tries to send it over but can't. That'll be a point for College Heights as the lead is now down to 1 for East Newton, and that'll send Ava Lett to the service line as London Edson will go to the bench and Izzy Pryor will take her place on the front row. Lett will send that over. That is picked up. Lucky, tipped by Fink, and the free ball from Moss picked up by Cole. Free ball Lucky, Satterley with the pass. Set from Lett goes to Fink. Torn Fink, dug by Thornton. Lucky. Cole goes into the net, and we're tied at 16. Lett goes back to set for serve for College Heights. Lett will send that over, and an overpass from Thornton will result in a kill. And East Newton now has a 1-0 lead over College Heights, and Kennedy Lucky will go back to serve. Lucky will send this one over. Fink with the overpass. Tipped over the net. Pryor picked up by Cole. Lucky sets back to Cole. And Cole with the kill to put East Newton up by 2. Kennedy Lucky will go back to serve for East Newton. She'll send that over. Garman, overpass, right to Lucky. Bontrager, overpass, picked up by Moss. Her hit dug by Thornton, Lett, and Garman and Moss go tumbling into the ground. Great hustle by both players, but hopefully there weren't any serious injuries on that play. Although I will say it was kind of funny to watch. Hopefully they don't get mad at me for saying that on air later tonight if they watch it. And Lucky sends it over. Garman with the pass. Fink. Moss will tip it over. And Cole off of the set from Hance. Garman, Lett. Moss sends it over. And now Lucky. Garman. Lett sets to Fink. Thornton. Lucky. Cole. And the attempted dig from Garman will drop. Score is 21-16 in favor of East Newton, and Kennedy Lucky will go back to serve for the Lady Patriots. Serve from Lucky, pass by Satterley. Lett will pick it up. Moss sends it over and out. Score is now 22-16 in favor of East Newton. And Coach Cohen will call a timeout for College Heights as they will look to make a few adjustments. as they are now trailing 22-16 here in the third and final set of this junior varsity match. And now Kennedy Lucky will send this one over the net. And a good read from Satterley and Garmin to let that one sail out of bounds. Lead is now down to 5. And now Torrin Fink will go back to serve. She'll send this one over. Hance, Lucky, and that'll be sent over by Thornton. Garmin, and that'll be sent over by Fink. Thornton, set from Cole, goes to Lucky. She'll free ball. Fink, let, bump sets. Moss sends it over, and Katie Moss with the kill to cut the lead down to 4 for East Newton. And now Torrin Fink going back to serve once again for College Heights. Serve from Fink, and that'll be an ace for Torrin Fink. Ace! Fink will go back to serve. She'll send this one over. That's picked up by Thornton. Lucky sets back to Thornton. She'll send it over. Fink, let. Pryor tips it over. Hance, Lucky. That'll be sent over the net by Bontrager. Satterley will push it over. Davidson, Lucky, and Thornton. Great dig from Garmin. Let will set. Satterley, free balls, but it won't go over the net. Satterley and Fink will come out of the match as Miller and Nichols will step in. Kylie Cole will step back to serve. And Miller will send that over. And Krista Miller off of the overpass will get a kill. Sophie Wilkins will enter the match as Maddie Garmin goes to the bench for a breather. Moss will send this one into the net, and East Newton is now at match point, leading 24-20 here in the third set. And the serve from Hance, picked up by Miller. Let sets Nichols. She'll send this one deep. That's Cole. Lucky setting outside. Thornton going into the net. Now Izzy Pryor will go back to serve for College Heights. She'll send this one over. Shanked, picked up by Bontrager. Free ball by Cole. Miller, let. Nichols will send this one over. Cole, Lucky, sets. And Thornton can't get under that in time, and that will be enough to cut the lead down to 2. That'll draw a timeout from East Newton. As the College Heights has started to make a run, they've cut their lead down to 2. Coming out of the timeout, serving for Collet Heights will be Pryor. And the set goes outside to Davidson. Moss. Pryor will free ball and send it over. Cole. And the set, the hit. Going into the net. College Heights will not get it over. And East Newton will take the third set in dramatic fashion and win the match 2 sets to 1, winning the third set 25-22. We'll be back in about 15 to 20 minutes for the varsity action. As always, I'm Curtis Davenport. Thank you for watching.